Our mental health is a precious cornerstone of our overall well-being. It's something we all possess, and it's crucial to understand how to support and nurture it. This video will take you on a journey through the intricate landscape of mental health support. We will explore the function of self, delve into the defense mechanisms of projection and displacement, and finally, uncover the concept of projective identification. Our mental health begins with a fundamental concept known as the function of self. Imagine it as a core, a radiant sphere that resides within each one of us. This sphere represents our authentic self, the unchanging essence of who we are, regardless of life's challenges. To help you grasp this concept, visualize this inner sphere expanding and contracting. When life is kind, when you practice self-compassion, and when you engage in self-care, this sphere grows and envelops you with a comforting sense of self-assuredness. But during times of adversity or external pressures, it may contract, leaving you feeling small and vulnerable. Consider a common scenario: you're at work, and a colleague compliments your presentation. In that moment, you feel a warm, radiant glow within you. Your function of self is thriving, and your internal thoughts affirm your worth. I did a great job. I'm capable and valuable. Now, think of a situation where you receive criticism from your boss. Your inner sphere may shrink, and your internal thoughts might sound different. I'm not good enough. I can't handle this. These thoughts are influenced by the state of your function of self, and we all experience them to some extent. Projection is a defense mechanism where we unconsciously attribute our feelings, desires, or characteristics onto someone else. Think of it as holding up a mirror, but the reflection is distorted by our own emotions. For instance, you may notice someone who frequently criticizes others for being angry or incompetent. In reality, they may be projecting their own suppressed anger or insecurities onto those around them. Displacement is another fascinating defense mechanism. It involves redirecting emotions or reactions from their original source onto a less threatening target. Imagine a balloon of frustration inflating within you due to a stressful day at work. Instead of expressing it towards your boss, you might go home and vent your frustration on a family member or friend. To better grasp these concepts, consider how projection and displacement manifest in your internal thoughts. When projecting, you might think, "They are so judgmental," while subconsciously projecting your own tendency to judge. In the case of displacement, your internal dialogue might include thoughts like, "I can't confront my boss, so I'll take it out on someone else." Projective identification is a defense mechanism where we unconsciously project our feelings, thoughts, or even parts of our identity onto someone else, and in doing so, we may even manipulate their behavior or emotions. For example, if you've ever had a partner who made you feel inadequate or overly responsible for their happiness, you may have experienced projective identification. In this scenario, your partner projects their insecurities or emotional burdens onto you, causing you to internalize those feelings. To comprehend projective identification, consider the internal thoughts involved. You might have thoughts like, "I always feel like I have to tiptoe around them," as you internalize the projected feelings or expectations. Meanwhile, the person projecting might think, "They never understand me, and I'm always the victim," reinforcing their role in the dynamic. Projective identification: fundamentals of this complex defense mechanism and its impact on relationships and mental health. Remember, mental health support is an ongoing journey, and the knowledge gained here can serve as a foundation for personal growth and fostering healthier relationships. Thank you for joining us on this exploratory journey. May you find greater understanding and empathy in your pursuit of mental well-being. Subscribe. Thanks.